So Alexa, what are we going to be teaching people to do today?
We're going to help you get the Life Hacks podcast on Amazon Echo. I'm sorry, but I can't say my whole name because it confuses me and I may crash myself.
Alexa, thank you.
Anytime.
Okay, so let's go. In this short video, I'm going to show you guys how to get my Life Hacks podcast with the Wealthy Trainer on the Amazon Alexa device. So first of all, you need an Amazon.com or an Amazon.ca account. If you don't have an Amazon account, you can go and open one up for free at Amazon.com or at Amazon.ca. Secondly, you need either an Amazon Echo device or you can use the Amazon Alexa app on your smartphone or your tablet. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to guide you to this page on my blog for all instructions, because you may be seeing this video on social media, or maybe you don't have an Amazon Alexa device yet and you plan on getting one in the future, at which point you're going to want to find this blog post again. To find this blog post, simply go to thewealthytrainer.com, then click on the search option in the menu bar. Once you're on the search page, there's a search field here. Click in the search field. This is where you can search any of the content that I've produced. Simply type in Alexa. The blog post will automatically load. You can click on the title right here. And there you are. So the instructions are all here, but in short, simply watch this video, which is in fact the video you are listening to right now. So if I quickly read the description, it says listen to the Life Hacks with the Wealthy Trainer podcast on your Amazon Echo device by enabling the Life Hacks with the Wealthy Trainer podcast skill from the Amazon Alexa skill store. In this short video, I will walk you through the process of enabling the skill and listening to the daily podcast episodes on your Amazon Echo device. I will also show you how to navigate through the episodes with Alexa commands. So if you're just bumping into this video, I want to make sure this podcast is for you, it will serve you, and it brings you some value. There's no sense in you sticking around and listening to me ramble on how to set this up if my content will not serve you. So on the wealthytrainer.com page, you can go to the About section, read a little bit about me, and see if you gel with me and if you gel with what I talk about. If we go to the podcast description, I'll just read it off quick, and this will tell you immediately if this is something that will bring you value. Being broke, unhealthy, and uneducated makes life harder. Welcome to the Life Hacks with the Wealthy Trainer podcast, where Marc Lalonde, aka The Wealthy Trainer, that's me by the way, shares some life hacks that have brought him from being homeless, overweight, and lost to becoming rich, fit, and educated. If you could use a few more dollars, need to shed a couple of pounds, or feel like you have no real direction in life, this podcast is for you. Covering, but not limited to, wealth hacks, which would be online marketing, personal branding, social media, blogging, consulting, sales, network marketing, affiliate marketing, entrepreneurship, and small business. Health hacks, which would be wellness, fitness, and nutrition. And finally, random hacks, which would be life experiences, lessons learned, and random stuff, whatever's on my mind, if it doesn't fall into the wealth or health category. I'm not going to sell you on my podcast. It's free, but I do promise you I will be sharing my most valuable tips, tricks, and strategies, not only in business, not only in health, but in life in terms of transformation. So if you're still here listening, let's go find this skill. I want you to think of an Alexa skill as an Apple app. The skill store would be like an app store. Once you download my podcast skill, you can listen to my daily podcasts on your Alexa device. So the easiest and most obvious way to get my skill is to go back to the blog post, scroll down the page, and you're going to see two images here. If you're in the US, you will click the US link, and if you're in Canada, you will click the Canadian link. And depending on when you're seeing this video, there will be more countries added as we move along. If for some reason you can't find this blog post or the blog is down for any reason, you can simply go to Amazon.com or Amazon.ca. Let's go do that now. Here's Amazon.ca. And here's Amazon.com, very similar. In the search bar, I would type in Life Hacks Podcast, The Wealthy Trainer. Enter. There it is on the Amazon.com. It shows up right away, but you may have to scroll down depending on what's going on with Amazon. I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's go to the Amazon.ca site. I will type in the same thing. Life Hacks Podcast, The Wealthy Trainer. Enter. And there you go. You got to scroll down on this one, and there I am. Now you want to make sure you grab the podcast app, or should I say Life Hacks with the Wealthy Trainer podcast skill. Because if I keep scrolling down, you'll notice there's one that says news. The Life Hacks with the Wealthy Trainer news are just super short flash briefings that are usually under a minute long. The podcast are the full podcast episodes. You can download both. It's always easy to enable them, as I'll show you, and it's super easy to disable them if you're sick of hearing me or if my content does not bring you value. And of course, they're absolutely free. So if I go back to the blog post and you click those links, you will end up in the exact same places. I will click the Canadian link or image. And there you are, okay? Now I've already enabled this skill, but this is how you would disable it if you want to unsubscribe, if you will. Now what you'll see if you are not subscribed is you will see an enable button. All you need to do is enable this and it will automatically subscribe you, and I will be in your home. You'll be able to consider me part of your family. I absolutely love this. So now that you've enabled the skill, let's go to my Alexa device and I will show you how to navigate through the podcast itself. As you'll see, we will ask Alexa, Alexa, what's in the news? I simply say, Alexa, what's my news? So let's go do that now. Okay, so before we start, I'll have you guys know that I do have 3 apps or 3 skills installed. I actually have 4. I have Gary Vaynerchuk's Flash Briefing. He does not appear to have his podcast on this. I then have the Life Hacks podcast. I then have the Life Hacks news. And then I have my local weather. And I actually have one more. It's rain sounds. I use the rain app for when I'm sleeping, because I know you care. And also right now we're going to navigate through the skills on the actual Echo device. So let's do this. Alexa, are you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, so the way this works is I'm going to ask her, what's my news? And she's going to start with the Gary V365 app because I have it in that order. Next will be the Life Hacks podcast. You can move the order around in your Alexa app online. So here we go. Alexa, what's my news?
Here's your news. From Gary V365.
If you're really unhappy with what you do for a living, give me back those 14 hours that you waste each week.
Pause. Okay, so I'm going to keep going, and then to get to the next either skill or the next episode that you have not heard, you say next with her name as the wake word, of course. Let me show you what I mean. Alexa, unpause.
If you're 44 and your life is good.
Alexa, next.
From Life Hacks with the Wealthy Trainer podcast.
My question today to you is, what do you call a good loser? Are we on? What's up, guys? Are we on? Alexa, pause. Okay, so the way I do my podcast, guys, is I give a little intro like you just noticed. Then you hear a little clip of my theme song. And then I go on with the entire podcast. What you'll get is the most recent podcast play. And then you'll get the podcast before that one if you haven't heard it. Amazon Echo automatically knows this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan through episode after episode after episode. So let's do this. Alexa, unpause. Ooh, we get a little controversial today. Alexa, next. Hey guys, Marc Lalonde here, aka The Wealthy Trainer, and I would like to share with you guys 5 things that you may or may not know about me in less than 1 minute each. Here we go. Alexa, next. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. But the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Alexa, next. See, I haven't studied vision boards in depth, but vision boards to me, they work, first of all. That is non-negotiable. They work for me. If you don't think they work for you, well, they're not going to work for you. That's the way this thing goes. Alexa, next. We're going to talk about mentor extraction. Extracting from your favorite mentors. This came to mind today as I'm plugging into, I guess, what Lewis Howes called this morning my advisory board. Alexa, next.
From Life Hacks with the Wealthy Trainer news.
You're going to feel the fear. Alexa, stop. I'm going to put her on mute. Okay, so what happened there was I was hopping onto my next skill. It played several episodes of my podcasts because I had to catch up. I haven't heard those yet on my device, and Alexa knows this. So there you have it. If you want to disable the skill, you don't like what I have to say, you simply do it online and she will be notified, if you will, and the Life Hacks podcast or the Life Hacks news will be off of your device. I'm so looking forward to being in your home, and I'll tell you what, many of you are also content creators. Many of you also have podcasts, and there are not many influencers that have podcasts going on the Alexa home device. So if this is something that interests you, it's quite tricky to do. I'm not going to lie. But I'll tell you what, it is a land grab. You have a huge opportunity to become a massive, major influencer / podcaster in the Alexa world. So what I'd like to do is, if some of you want to know how to do this, I'd like to send you a special free training. It was a paid training that I did as I was setting this up, but as I was setting it up, I found new tricks and shortcuts, and quite frankly, made the training a lot simpler. So if you want me to send you this training, here's what you need to do. You simply need to go back here to the skill itself online, and assuming you feel comfortable with it, leave me a 5-star review and leave a positive comment. What I will do is I will contact you on Amazon in your Amazon account, and I will send you this updated epic training so that I can create competition for myself, because that's what I'm doing. I'm basically one of the only podcasters climbing here in Alexa world. So if you want to join me, go ahead, 5-star review. It's got to be a 5-star review and a positive comment. that's congruent with the podcast, of course. And I will connect with you on your Amazon account and send you that training. Thanks, guys. I'm looking forward to spending time with you in your homes. This is Marc Lalonde, the Wealthy Trainer, signing off. And I will see you guys in your homes, on your Alexa devices, every single day. Love you guys. Bye-bye now.